Like I didn't come here to sit in a desk or a talk. Like I came here to shoot people in the face. You know, f it, welcome to war. Like I know what I'm getting into. If I get killed tomorrow, I die, you know. Shit happens. Start with name.
Yep, we'll do call sign or name.
Yeah, my call sign is my name, usually. My name's Ryan. I'm the commander of Chosen Company, former U.S. Army, Iowa National Guard Infantryman, 11 Bravo, fought in Iraq 07-08, and then Afghanistan 2010 to 11. And then after that, I spent 5 years in the Iraq Army, and that was my service before Ukraine. Like growing up, so like I'm 38, so like growing up when I was younger, it was still all about military, all about service to your country. My grandfather and my uncles on my mother's side joined the U.S. military. They were Army and then Navy. My dad's side, my grandfather fought in World War II. But other than that, like lineage really wasn't important. It was just more of like, I grew up in like rural America, like rural Iowa. It was like, if you're not farming, you're fighting in the military. So that's not really the way anymore, but. So like I chose the Army because I wanted to shoot people still, but I didn't want to do like the 3-mile PT, like 2 miles was good for me. Joined the Guard originally instead of active duty so I could go to college. I went to basic in 2004. 2005 my unit mobilized, and then I went on like active duty or active Guard reserve. So I ended up not going to college. And then 2007 rolled around and volunteered with another company in the brigade to go to Iraq. So like I guess, yeah, originally I joined just because like growing up we still had like patriotism in the US and like in the 90s and late 80s, I guess you could say. Like nowadays it's a little different for people, but yeah, it's just, you know, what you did.
Сьогодні Росія атакувала всю територію нашої держави, але зараз доля країни повністю залежить від нашої армії, від наших героїв, наших сил безпеки, від усіх наших захисників.
Pen and paper works fine to help change governments and to help change, like, you know, people's lives, but when the pen and paper fail, you got to pick up a rifle and you got to kill people.
Go, 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 go! Go, 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 go!
When somebody invades a democratic nation, start fighting back. Whether it's, you know, Ukraine, Canada, fucking Mexico, it doesn't matter. Whatever, you know, if they're a democratic country, as an American and from America, we're like the largest and most powerful democratic nation, and it's in our best interest to support democracy. If we can't do it with paper and a pen, pick up a rifle. The highs and lows, I would say for me, would be Chosen Company.
Chosen Company.
Chosen Company.
Chosen Company.
Chosen Company. Chosen Company.
Like I said, I never came here wanting to be a company commander, unit commander, any of that bullshit. It just morphed into it slowly. But like now that it's happened, you know, like I'm not going to stop fighting. Like we've lost 11 men this war in Chosen Company. You know, if I go home now, what was it for? You know, like it's to the point now where like I'm not going to leave until we finish this war, whether we win or lose. Like here till the end. Because if I leave, you know, other guys are going to leave, and then if the unit collapses, you know, like what was the purpose? You know, like obviously even the guys who died, they came to fight for their own causes, and like it was something they were willing to die for. But like I still feel like I feel like I sort of have to be here responsible for it. So like I'm not going to leave until the end, plain and simple. Again, if that gets me killed, you know, f it, welcome to war. I have 11 years in combat now, so like I know what I'm getting into. If I get killed tomorrow, I die, you know. Shit happens. Yeah. So like the highs would be like going from 7 men with an idea of like, you know, let's fucking get this organized, let's go kick some fucking Russians in the face, to now building out to a company-sized element that we're at now, like that's a high for me. You know, we spent a year in 2023 in the Avdiivka sector. Not only did we stop the Russians cold in their advances, but we were able to, in 2023, to push into areas that the Ukrainians, you know, held for 2 days in 2022 during the offensive, or the initial invasion, and we were able to take it all back plus extra. And you know, wiping we wiped a whole company of Russians out, like legitimately a whole company of Russians got wiped. It was like the 140th separate whatever storm battalion, like completely wiped the whole unit, except for like 6 people that we captured and wherever the battalion commander ran off to. But like, that's like a high, like showing that we can, like foreigners can operate in this country, and they can operate within like the Ukrainian military and on a productive scale, and they can bring the NATO experience and, you know, put in the work. And like, we're not going to flee when artillery comes. You know, we're not going to stop a halt just because we have somebody injured, or stop an operation because somebody gets shot or whatever. Like, we can throw down. So, and I think we proved that with the 59th. So like, yeah, like that's the high, you know, saying, hey, I'll take 12 men, we'll assault that village with 100 Russians, and I don't give a shit. Let's plan it, let's prepare it, let's train for it, and then like, let's execute and do it. And you know, we were able to take back, like I said, we almost took back all of Pervomaisk. For those that don't know, you basically have Pervomaisk, Pisky, and Donetsk. Like, we, at one point, you know, we were within 3 kilometers of the city of Donetsk, you know? So I mean, like, you can do work as long as there's a support and like this discipline's there and the structure's there. So like, that would be the high, is just proving to the Ukrainians, like, look, we're not all a bunch of cowboys. We did 12 months of storm operations and lost 11 men. And only 3 of those we lost on actual assaults. 8 men were killed during the like defending positions. When the Ukrainians would get overrun, we'd push out and then take that trench over and hold it against, you know, a platoon or a company-sized Russian assault. But like, we lost 3 men in all of 2023 during assault operations. That's whether it's attacking, you know, extremely fortified urban positions, or driving Humvees through minefields to hit people, you know, in a trench. You know, most assault operations, 3 men are lost in the first 5 minutes, you know, or first part of the assault. So like, yeah, we do a bunch of crazy fucking ops, but like, it's not just motivated, but we have the experience, and we have the leadership is there, is built out. It's not just me, it's like my NCOs, my EXO, and everyone else. Like, we're disciplined on the field, and we're degenerates in the barracks, you know, but it works out. And like, so yeah, we do have that organization there, and like, it's probably one of the main draws. And like, I would say almost like 90% of the unit is still here. Like, if you've joined Chosen, you don't leave. A majority have been here for 18 months now. You know, even through the shit, they're still here. They might take a month off, go home, see their family, you know, get laid, whatever, but then they're back in the trenches with us. And like, that's a unique thing, because most times in Ukraine, you know, foreigners come here for 2-3 months, they get artillery, they get hit with shrapnel, and they fuck off home for good. You know, we have guys who go out on an operation, get hit with an artillery shell, have a frickin' 3-inch size hole in their back, and a week later they're on an operation, because they want to be here, they want to fight. So like, I think that's our main draw. I mean, like, there's really no negatives when it comes to, like, the only negative really is losing guys. Because like, I try to go on every operation, whether it's directly driving in a Humvee. And I mean, there's been arguments about this, like, should I be out, you know, assaulting a Russian trench as a company commander? Honestly, fuck that, like, let's go for it. Like, I didn't come here to sit in a desk or a talk, like, I came here to shoot people in the face. But I would say the only low in the unit, or as being a company commander of a bunch of foreigners from 40 different countries, is just losing guys. Like, I mean, you build a bond with them, so, and like, you know, I live with them. Like, when I'm with the guys in the field, I don't have my own like little bunker or anything, you know. I live with the guys I'm commanding, So there's like a more personal bond that we've had. We lost one guy, Stremski. Stremski was with us for about 3 weeks. Died on his first operation with us. He volunteered to go out. Because he had been in the unit for so short a time, we wouldn't have typically sent him out, but he's like, look, I want to go. I've got this. I've done training. So, he went out. But they're all the worst. But because again, it's a brotherhood. I knew Swede real well, Lance, Dubs, Gimli, Gander, Jeppo, Sorish, Ethan, all of them. They're not, none of their losses is any worse than the other ones. Whether I watched them, next to him in the field or had to carry him out, they're all the same. It's all terrible. But outside of losing people, there's no real, that's the only worst part of this war. I don't mind getting shot at. I don't mind getting blown up. It's sort of fun, not gonna lie. We drove over an anti-tank mine with a Humvee. I got ejected out of the back hatch area. It's what it is. Still got up, killed a bunch of Russians, went back to base, joked about it. There's no worse thing. The only worst part is losing guys. People get injured, that's not that big of a deal. They come back. People get killed, they obviously don't come back. So there's not really, I'm not really here because I'm an adrenaline junkie. There's a lot of things you can do for adrenaline other than getting fucking shrapnel wounds. But combat for me now is just another day at the office. It's not a big deal. The only time, I don't even think I really reacted when I got blown up. We literally hit an anti-tank mine on an operation in a Humvee, and it wasn't even oh shit. It was okay, I gotta get the equipment out of the vehicle. So I'm just jumping in and out of this vehicle, getting shot at by a machine gun. There's no oh fuck moments anymore. It's just reaction. So, I don't know. It's not really adrenaline anymore. It's just, I'm here because I believe in democracy, and I'm not gonna leave the unit now because we lost guys. So now it's we're finishing it. It's more of, it's not about the adrenaline. Now it's about the brotherhood and these guys stuck it out with me. Now I'm gonna stick it out to the end. I've been doing this so long now. I could go back right now and be a civilian. Would I like it? No. Would I do it? Yeah, I could go mow my grass every fucking Sunday and fucking hit golf balls or whatever the fuck they do for civilian life. But I'm gonna stick this out, and then even after this war, there's gonna be jackass countries with jackass leadership. So my goal now is when this war finishes, Chosen goes to the next one. We go fuck up whoever else is being a jackass. And I think the days of being a democratic nation that tries to appease to countries like Iran, fucking Russia, China, it's over. We tried in the 90s and the 80s and even the 2000s to be friendly to these countries, and they've done nothing but fuck us over. So it's time, let's go fuck them up. If the governments aren't gonna do it, then we can join militias that can do it. We can go out the smaller countries that are doing it. Burma's a perfect example. If that war is going on when this one's over, as long as they'll pay us enough money to fucking get by, let's go fuck up that Burmese government. If they're not democratic, fuck them. It's plain and simple.
So what's the motivation guys that say want to come out here? What do you say to them?
Look, most people come out here most people aren't like me. They're not super ideological. A lot of people want to come out here because either they were a GWOT veteran and they sat on a base in Iraq or Afghanistan, or they were at the tail end of GWOT and they never, they trained so hard for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4, whatever the enlistment is now, 4 years, and they never got to see combat because, we decided to pull out of Afghanistan and, let Iran run the show in Iraq. So a lot of guys come out here just to see if they, that training, if they could still prove themselves. And, there's other guys come out here obviously for the adrenaline. There are it is what it is. And then there's some out here that are more of I just want to be a professional soldier. I'm not going to do it in a peacetime barracks bullshit back in Canada, UK, America, wherever. But like, if you're motivated and you want to come out here and fight, come out here and fight. But like, you have to understand, this isn't like the GWOT era. You know, this is static trench warfare. It's brutal, it's up close and personal. When we're doing trench warfare, you know, your enemy's 5 meters away from you, not 500 meters on a hillside. When you're fighting in a village, it's room to room, basement to basement. Like, it's not a fucking, you know, NATO type deployment. You're gonna be given a rifle, 8 mags, get trained up, here's some grenades, go fucking do work. So if you wanna come out here, you need to think serious enough if it's something that you don't mind getting killed doing, getting fucking injured. You know, like, in injuries being like, you know, you can lose an arm, you can lose a leg, you can lose an eye, you might have half your fucking face ripped off. Because like, everyone in Chosen that has fought, anyone who fought in 2023 in Chosen's been injured at least once. Most 2, 3, 4 times. Like, we have one guy I think's been injured 6. Like, if you're gonna come out here, just understand it's not a fucking joke. It's war. If you're gonna come out here and you actually want to throw down and you're serious about it and you can be a professional soldier, you know, come fuck shit up with us, like, plain and simple. You know, we're not gonna babysit you. It's big boys club, you know. We'll train you up to standards. We'll make sure you can shoot people in the face and you can move, you know, shoot, move, communicate. But like, at the end of the day, you know, join us if you want to fucking shoot stuff and blow people up, I guess. But like, if you just want to come here and fight on a front for a month and then you need a break, you know, go find a different fucking unit. When we started this unit, when we started Chosen, you know, we wanted to make a point. We wanted to, you know, be like, not really badasses, but we wanted to be able to we wanted to be the ones the Ukrainians looked at to, you know, go kick some Russian teeth in and, you know, just fucking unload and push lines. So like, there is a lot of preconceived shit, like, again, suicide operations, guys getting needlessly killed, and there is a lot of accountability when it comes to being a commander. But like, people also, if you've never been in Chosen and if you've never done an op with us, like, you're not gonna understand. Like, we do full-on like NATO standard op orders, and like, not like just write the op order and then like go execute. We spend like a week getting intelligence and then reviewing footage and then training for the op. So like, planning, preparation, like, we don't do suicide ops. That's like the biggest thing people say. And that's probably because we have such a high injury rate. But like, if you look at most foreign units over here, they last for 6 months, then they disband. The reason we've had, you know, 11 guys killed in 18, 20 months under Chosen is because Chosen's still here. We've never left, we haven't disbanded, we haven't had infighting that imploded the unit and all these guys left. Nobody leaves Chosen. We've had 3, 4, under 6 people that we've either kicked out or just didn't make it in Chosen. We've had people show up, and like, the first thing when a new recruit shows up, we get out the old combat video, the good, the bad, the ugly. So us shooting a bunch of Russians in the face, joking while we're in the enemy trench, you know, like, oh, that guy just got fucking murked because, you know, he didn't shoot us first. Or, you know, the bad being people getting shot or getting hit by a drone. Like, we show people the full unedited footage. The worst being, you know, watching from a drone our guys getting killed. Like, when somebody shows up to Chosen, that's the first thing they get. They sit there and look at 5, 6 hours and nothing but, you know, carnage. Both us doing it to the enemy and the enemy doing it to us. So like, we've had guys show up and be like, oh, fuck this, I'm out. And that's fine. I'll be like, do you want another unit? I'll find you one in the rear. But like, there's a lot of misconceptions that we're just a bunch of fucking undisciplined Rambos, and it's like, not even, it couldn't be farther from the truth. I was never a US military officer, but at the start of Chosen, we had a member of Chosen, Andrew Weber. He was a former officer, I believe, for the 172nd. I believe. I might be wrong on the US Army number. But he's the one that basically helped set the standard when it came to, like, you know, you have to do operation planning. You have to build a template out. You have to monitor your inventory, the health of your soldiers. Like, so, you know, we have a few officers from NATO countries now in the unit, but like, we've had the standard since the start, and we've just, you know, increased it or adjusted it. So a lot of these misconceptions, again, suicide ops, lack of discipline, it couldn't be further from the truth. We do have discipline in the field. When we're in the bunkers and stuff, you know, games come around. Training grenades getting thrown on people when they're sleeping. Random, you know, games. But people think we're just on our own running around doing these operations, but like, since the beginning, since Chosen was started, even when we were with our like 7 guys, we've always been under Ukrainian command. When we were under the 2nd Battalion International Legion, you know, we were predominantly operating just as foreign, like only foreigners. But when we joined the 59th Brigade in April of 2023 or May or March, whatever month it was, you know, our specific request to the 59th was, number 1, let us do storm operations. And then number 2, it needs to be joint operations. Like a foreign unit just running around a battlefield here is all useful, because like you have to be able to shoot, move, and communicate not only within your unit, but like the trench defenders are Ukrainian. So you have to do joint operations. So that was our like main requirement, is like, look, if we join the 59th, you need to merge us within a unit who has a commander who is capable of, you know, joint operations. Every single operation we did with the 59th, we had Ukrainians in either another team, or they were providing support by fire, or they were infill, exfil. Like everything we've ever done in Chosen has been predominantly with Ukrainians along with us. So like, again, we're not just running around with no oversight or command structure. Like everything we do is approved by the command. Every operation we've either volunteered to go do and planned ourselves, or one that they gave us to then plan and do. It was under the oversight of the Ukrainian government, Ukrainian military. If I left now, I don't think the unit would collapse and like everyone would go home. I think it would probably just, people would find other units to go to. But like, then what about the 11 guys who died for Chosen? What about them? You know, was there, like, I mean, they could have easily died under a different unit. But like, look, a lot of these guys were injured, you know, whether it's Swede getting hit with an artillery. Like a lot of these guys had families back home. They could have went home. Some of them were planning to go home and they were killed. And they're like, no, I'll do one more op with my brothers. So like the accountability for me, like, you know, we do mission planning where everyone has a say in the mission. So it's not like I did all the planning and then sent these guys out. You know, when we did Parvamais 2, where Andrew and Lance were killed, you know, both of them had a hand in the planning, and we spent 3 weeks planning this operation because we knew we were going into the shit. You know, 42 guys against 120 plus Duggan Russians. But like, there's still accountability on my side because like they were under my command, they got killed. So if I left now, like I think it would be like disgraceful to their memory. Like I'm gonna stick it out till either I'm dead or it's the end. And then even when this war is over, like Chosen's not going away. We're gonna continue. I don't think everyone in the unit will. Like some people are gonna find like families, like I want to go start a family, but like there's definitely people in Chosen who are gonna end up like me. You know, 38 years old, no kids, fucking up whatever asshole country's troops because they're doing shitty things. So we're not going to stop after Ukraine.
The itsy bitsy spider went up the
I've been
water
among those people who experienced occupation, so there was no way of escaping.
So I fucking went.
Down came the rain and washed the spider out.
We wiped a whole company of Russians out.
Head fly out like a popped watermelon.
Up came the sun and dried up all the rain.
You're going to be given a rifle, 8 mags, get trained up, here's some grenades, go fucking do work.
Like 2 fucking helicopters fly over us and do like rocket strikes, like a volley, just launch them right over our truck and then flare off and come back. I'm like, bro, this is it, bro. This is real. This is fucking awesome.
I'm Ethan Nagel, scout sniper and filmmaker. I've teamed up with combat veteran and founder of Project Leaflet, Chris Naganuma. We traveled to Ukraine to capture the stories of the warfighters and civilians on the ground.
Welcome to Ukraine!
My brain turned off from the monkey to, oh shit, you're in a trench in Ukraine.
Itsy bitsy spider went up the spout.
Yo, this shit hits different.
This fucking rocks. I like it.